Welcome back to London's City Hall, where we're waiting on the result of the London mayoral election. There's a lot of excitement here, as it appears much closer than anyone predicted. Nationally, though, it has been a great day for Ed Miliband. You can go to our website to see our special feature showing how the clouds have parted, apparently, for the Labour leader. Well, right here, it is still too close to call as far as the parties are concerned, with some constituencies still to be declared. And the latest word is that it could go either way, although one expert, Peter Kellner from YouGov, has called it for Boris Johnson, saying he's pretty confident of a Conservative victory, and that's mostly because of the gap on the first preference votes between Ken Livingstone and Boris Johnson. So if that's right, he will have bucked the national anti-Tory trend, it seems. Boris O'Brien has been out around the capital to find out how far the big personalities of elected mayors, Boris and Ken, are part of a move towards presidential politics.
We are on the way to the top.
Babel is a giant outdoor theatre production. They were rehearsing it in North London today. It's the biblical Tower of Babel tale in reverse. An interactive and at sometimes surreal production in which the people of London town rally around a single totemic idea. And for today, the set and cast become the Channel 4 News London mayoral focus group.
When I say Boris Johnson, word association.
Embarrassment. Elitist.
Bikes. Tough.
I'd say he's sort of almost a standalone Tory. I don't necessarily even associate him with the Tory party that
Really?
much.
You don't associate it with the Tories?
No, I think that's the trick that he's been very clever at playing in London.
Across town at City Hall, a cast of politicos and hacks agree.
I think most Londoners don't see Boris as a Tory. They see him as Boris, and he's a distinct individual brand all of his own. Whereas I think many within the Tory party actually see him as a true blue Tory, and somebody who they think their party, and indeed their current national party leader, should build himself around.
We've stretched the analogy to near breaking, so we're not going to stop now. Boris Johnson is above all else totemic, not unlike the Tower of Babel. In this production, he appeals to people across the political spectrum. In his own words, and I'm quoting him here, he said, "My position on cake, I am pro having it and pro eating it." Next up, Brand Ken, again on first name terms with the electorate, a big personality, dislocated in the minds of the electorate from the party he represents, and according to some people he met on the campaign trail, presidential.
You're president.
What? I'm not president now, I'm running for mayor.
In these sort of presidential type systems where the personality matters at least as much or more than policy, parties have to come up with somebody who is trustworthy, interesting, and has a reasonably high level of visibility.
If the trend is towards presidential politics, does the party machine become less important? Can big personality independents do better? One of the day's success stories is Siobhan Benita.
I really do believe people are disillusioned with party politics in general. People want their politicians to be more honest with them, have proper conversations with them. That's what we've been doing throughout the campaign, and that's what's gone down so well with you know, ordinary Londoners day in and day out throughout the campaign.
Back at rehearsals for Babel, an interactive audience is encouraged to help contribute to a knitted London city. A city in the throes of a near neck-and-neck fight to the finish. A city anything but a political stitch-up.
Boris O'Brien